Welcome to this video about rebuilding a Subaru Legacy Outback, taking it from the Copart auction where it had been totaled by insurance to street legal. This was my first salvage title rebuild, and I'm really excited to share the process I went through as a complete amateur. There are chapters down below, as always, if you'd like to skip around. Let's get right into it. So yeah, this thing runs pretty good. It's in pretty good shape, mechanically, I think. Right over here, you can see my fender replacement. Right here, there's still a big gap. I'm just hoping that it gets past inspection. It's not like dangerous or anything, and I've seen a lot of Outbacks with worse damage driving around, but I'll just have to see if he's in a good mood that day. And then what I'm gonna have to show you in a minute here is the other fender. That's what I'm trying to replace today. So it's Sunday now, back out here on the Subaru. I think I just have the door card to replace, and if I'm feeling ambitious, might take out the rear tail light, and then this thing will be ready for registrations. Well, that wasn't too bad. Gotta pump up the tire, get this thing out of here. First start under its own power without a jump pack. Alright, I think I figured out the alarm system on the thing. My neighbors love me. First snow. It's about to be drifting season. So, the Subaru's ready for inspection. I just had to get an appointment. They're really hard to get right now. I guess they were being scalped. That's what it says on the State Patrol's website. So I just have to check back every week and see if I can get in. But I did remember that there's one thing that I kind of forgot to do. I'm pretty sure some of the lights are out on it. So I'm gonna go out right now before it gets dark and check all of the light bulbs. So let's get started here. The battery should be good. This here is the taillight that's full of condensation. I would be pretty surprised if this one works, but we'll see. The security system, I swear. Finally, I think this remote is dead. Okay, so yeah, like I thought, this here tail light's out. Let's check the headlights and turn signals and that sort of stuff. But in summary, dim front left bulb and this tail light bulb here. Yeah, I think everything else worked, so I gotta go order those. So this tire here in the back corner is a flat. I'm gonna pull it off and throw it in the Crown Vic. So I've gotta take it to get its winter tires swapped over anyways, so I'll work on that. Let's see if the alarm goes off. Alright, I gotta get this thing thrown in here. It's gotten a little snowier since I took this off yesterday. I'm gonna try and throw it on really quick just to get it out of the way. Let's see if I can open the car without setting off the alarm. I don't understand that alarm system still. Alright, well that's taken care of. Alright, so it's after work, after dark. I managed to get an inspection scheduled for Wednesday. It is currently Monday, December 4th, so that's in 2 days. I need to get this rear taillight swapped, the headlight swapped, and the battery tie down put on. So I'm gonna try and do that really quick because it's stinking cold out here. First of all, I need to see if I can get the damn car unlocked without setting off the car alarm. This time I'm really gonna try. Oh, I think I just did it. All right, we are in. I have learned that you must remove the tail light to replace the bulb. I'm gonna pull this thing over to the other driveway because apparently I need tools to replace a tail light bulb. All right, I want to change venue later. No warmer over here, trust me. That was just finger tight. Someone's been in here. I would call that a success. Let's put this thing back in here and actually use a wrench on it this time. Alright, it's this one right here, which is the easy one, so that's good. Got lucky there. Well, the headlights in this car are actually pretty easy. Like I said, we got lucky on this one, it's the easy one. It's got a sort of blue tint on it, almost like it's supposed to be one of those bright white lights. I don't expect we have that anymore. This is just the cheapest one I could find. I think it cost me like $5. They seem to match. So I got the light put in, it worked great. I don't know about great, but it worked. And then I got the battery tie down put in, and then that's about it. There's only one more thing I need to do. I need to put up my temporary tag on the top of the driver's side. Not bad. I didn't go too bad. I thought it was going to take quite a long time after I learned I had to pull the tail light, but I'll keep you updated on what happens Wednesday. Hopefully they're okay with that hood issue that I still have. I'll let you know how it goes. I just took the Outback for a short little test drive on the freeway and it drove really well. So all's looking good for Wednesday. I realized I probably ought to get rid of this ACAB sticker before I go have it inspected by the police tomorrow. Fortunately, the previous owner made that easy for me, and I can just use this scraper. It's not on the paint. Like I said, easy. Let's see if there are any other stickers I want to take off while I'm at it. Looks like there's just these two. They're also on the glass. That makes my life easy. Alright, well that wasn't too bad. I made it to the place of inspection. So yeah, this place is about a 20-minute drive from my home. I'm not going to record the actual inspection, but I'll let you know how it goes after I pass. So I'm just about second in line here. I think I'm just about ready to be inspected. Well, passed no problem. Didn't even mention the bent hood, so good to go. Let's even stop at the DMV today and just get this taken care of. So I just got back from the DOL, and the Subaru Outback is now street legal. If I put it on my insurance, I can go out and drive it today. Your ears will be very happy to know, and my neighbors will be very happy to know, that I figured out the alarm system. It was simply a dead battery. They happen to use the same battery as a tile, actually, so I just swapped one over and then ordered some new for the tile, so this works for now. Hey. I also figured out how to turn off the horn, so now it doesn't beep when it unlocks. It's very nice. Anyways, I need to go find some bolts. Welcome to the bolt zone. So are these even gonna work? Oh yeah, those will work fine. Alright, well, this thing is officially ready to go back out on the road. The most important part of this, though, for me, was the learning, though. So I wanted to start with a cheap car, or as it ended up to, and just kind of figure out how the process went. And so I've done that, and this was a pretty easy car to repair. Obviously, I have footage from replacing the first fender, because that was before I started doing this, but it was a really good experience generally. It's always a gamble, and that's kind of fun, I guess, but this one's alright. Subaru started right up, pulled in here no problem, and about to get started on the cruise control install. Great, so we got that in. Like I suspected, it wasn't really all that bad. I did have to take off the airbag, and I made the dumb choice to not disconnect the battery, which didn't backfire on me this time, so that's good. I guess now the only thing to do is take it out and see if it works. Cruise does not seem to be working. It's turned on. Pulling the set on the lever, it is not setting. Well, cruise just doesn't seem to work still. I'm thinking it's either the clutch switch. Actually, that's about all I've got, so I'll take a quick look at that when I get back to the shop. Otherwise, I'm not sure, and I'll have to look into it deeper. So essentially, we've got our clutch here, obviously, but this switch here is not the clutch switch. I believe this one is up here. And so I believe that the clutch is pressing that. I could be wrong. So I don't know. I'll look at it a little bit longer, but I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. I essentially just used some Gorilla Tape to tape over that hole. It did look like something had been there before, but it had just like gotten removed. So we'll see if it's pressing that switch now. So let's back out of the shop again and see if anything is different. Cruise control on. Oh, it's still not setting right now. We need to go faster. Oh, that's a bummer. All right, turn around back to the shop. So what I did is I just taped over the switch, and we're gonna try it, and if it works, well, I'll probably just park this car and claim that I'll fix it later, and then I might or might not do that. Cruise control on. Still not setting. We should be going fast enough, I would think. Maybe that isn't it. Oh, it is working. There's just no light. If I push the clutch in, I'll bet you when it starts slowing down, it'll start revving the engine. Yeah, see that? So there's just no auto cancel when you put the clutch in. It is weird that there's just no indicator lights on the dash. I'll bet you those bulbs are out. Jumper pack does not seem to be helping. It is not giving it any sort of juice. All right, let me go grab the keys for the Outback real quick. All right, start right up. Atta girl. So I rarely let my cars warm up. Today I'm gonna make an exception. Well, let's get on the move. I like this cold weather. I think I like the challenge. It's fun for me to overcome things such as cold temperatures or snow. I like being prepared for them, and I like that preparedness paying off. Obviously today in the Crown Vic, it did not. So like I mentioned, I will make sure to keep those battery jumpers inside. All right, we have finally made it to Domino's. Looks like there's no one else here, so I should just be able to grab it and get back. Hopefully the car starts. One pizza acquired. All right, so we've gotten quite a bit more snow. I'm gonna measure it in a bit and see how much we have so far, but I'm gonna see if the Outback, it's parked out back here. I'm gonna see if it can plow itself out of the driveway. Right now, it looks like we're at about 6 inches and it's still coming down. This is also a car where I don't care much about the paint, so doing it with the push broom. Here, why don't I get it warming up first, hey? Installed it. That might be a curb. that was a curb. Had my window rolled down for some reason. I got a little doused in snow. That is cold. The other day, Leah was learning to drive manual, so here's a few clips I took of that. The reason I'm not in the car is not because I'm not helpful, though that might be true. It's because I think one of Leah's biggest issues with driving a manual is confidence. And so she needs to learn that she doesn't need me in the car to drive manual. She's actually quite good, in my opinion, for someone with as much practice as her. Oh, a little fast on the clutch there. I also think that she is beyond the point of needing my advice at this point. I've told her, you know, when she gives it not enough gas or lets the clutch out too fast, and she knows that before I even mention it. Now when she stalls it, she just needs more practice to learn. There's a reason I framed the shot like this. I am listing these two cars behind me for sale, the RSX and the Outback. It's just boring. I rebuilt it, experienced it, it's time for it to go. Anyways, we gotta go take pictures for them. I think we got all the pictures we need. Time to list these guys. I recently sold my Subaru Outback, which I bought from a salvage auction and rebuilt. So the initial cost from the Copart auction after all the fees and taxes and everything was $1,147.40. I had to spend $40 on a friend's gas who towed it home on his trailer. He drives a Porsche Cayenne, does not get great fuel economy, but those things can tow like 8,000 pounds. It's insane. Anyways, then I spent on all the parts. I got a really good deal on this. I spent $50 on 2 fenders, 2 door cards, and a bunch of miscellaneous trim. I then did a form to get the bill of sale for those parts, because apparently you need that on pieces like fenders. And I forgot to cancel the trial of e-form, so that cost me $50. Still not happy about that. I spent $20 on the battery tie down. I spent $80 on the battery. I spent $10 on a notary for that bill of sale. I spent $233 on registration fees, including the inspection fees and all that stuff. That's all paid for at the same time. I spent $27 on the replacement cruise control stock. I spent $13 on the report of sale. So all in, I spent $1,666.31. Probably give or take a few. I put some gas in the car, that sort of thing. And I sold it for $2,500 cash in my pocket. And so if you do the math, that means I made roughly $833.69
Considering I was just doing this project to learn how the process worked in case I wanted to take on a larger project in the future, I think that's pretty darn good. I have done this process one time since with my Volvo XC70, and that video, the complete build, is going to be out next week. But if you can't wait for that, I do have a playlist where all of the Volvo parts are all in order. If you're new here, please leave a comment, let me know what you think. If you like the video, hit that button. And if you want to see that Volvo rebuild, then hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching.